All right, warming up. Go live here in a minute. A little bit left. Gonna get warmed up, and then we're gonna play the live league event on SGT tonight. Ooh. Only a few more drivers before we get going. Left, left, left. Okay. A little bit better. Just warming up here quick, and then we're going to play the Joe Lagowski event for this week's league. All right, so couple more drivers. We'll probably get teed off here. Not driven the ball well lately, so kind of need to get this figured out. Those would work. Maybe one more. We'll get started. Try to hit a draw on one of these before we go. Or a hook. Yeah, I just don't want that much. All right, last one. We'll go play some golf. There we go. All right, let's do it. Well, let's go play a little golf. See how we can do in this week's event. All right, we'll go to Sim Golf Tournaments. Joe Lagowski Golf League. And let's play. And we'll turn the player data on. There you go. All right, I think the leader's 5 under. So that's what it'll take, 5 under to win this week's event. And I'm gonna have to drive the ball well tonight. Otherwise, we're gonna be in a lot of trees, trying to get out of trouble. Okay. First hole. Oh, we don't have it selected. First hole, tight fairway, basically bunkers right down the center. Unless we decide to lay back a little bit. There's, okay, hole 1, 375. Should be good. Maybe in that second bunker though. Hit hard. Stuart, what's up, man? Yeah, playing Joe Lagowski's league event tonight. His weekly event. 5 under is the leader right now. Little Mikey is in the lead. He won last week's event. I won the week before. The only time I've won a Joe Lagowski league event, and that was again. Little Mikey got second. So I don't know who Little Mikey is, but he's playing well. So all right, 87. 3 degrees right. I don't know much about this course either, but 87. I'm gonna hit sandwich out of this bunker. Okay, here we go. Might have to go a little. I don't know how much the sand took off. Oh no, stop it. Yeah, that wasn't good. 92 in this game, or 92 was what the swing was. 78 is what the game carried it, so the sand took off 10%. That's all right. So what's new, D. Stewart? Let's see here. Breaking left the whole way up 26 inches. This is a bomb. So this is like an 80-foot putt is what it's gonna play like. I guess I'm essentially just guessing here, so when it's this long. 80 feet, here we go. Sit. Ah, that was pretty good. I didn't get the circle, but I mean, 6'1" from 80 feet. We'll take that. All right, we got to clean these up though. Buying stuff for your golf sim, that'll never end, so congrats on that. It's always stuff to buy for the golf sim. 6 feet, downhill 1. All right, par on the first, won't hurt me. We need birdies though. Okay, there it is. There's that leaderboard. Little Mikey, Bob Felch, 5 under. They're in the lead, tied at 5 under par. .334. I think this course is playing up right now. So I think we're playing white tees, which isn't the back set. There should be some holes that we might be able to reach today if we hit it well. All right, 335, a lot of bunkers, quite a few trees. This course is in Japan. We'll go there. New driver, what driver are you picking up? All right, let's try to hit a good one here. Yeah, that's not gonna be bad. Stay there. I'll take that. I actually didn't look into it yet. I need to look into it. I got all excited about it and then just busy with Halloween and everything else coming up. I never looked into it. I sort of went to bed with the assumption or feeling that I was probably too late, but I don't know if that's the case or not for the PGA show. All right, 45 yards. Nothing too crazy. That pin looks like it's up on a mound though. 7 degrees left. I think I saw Rick Shields test that driver and actually had good reviews on it, to be honest. And with how expensive they are, I don't know that I blame you. All right, 45 out of the rough. Here we go. Get up. We can take that. Thought I'd get a little more roll out of the rough. Sim golf and maybe upgrade where you need. Yeah. Tacomas, yeah. Heard good things. Let's see here. I don't think this moves much. Hate to overread something that barely moves. It moves left to the right, or moves right on the right side of the hole, left on the left side of the hole. All right, 8 foot 11 uphill 2 inches. Oh, snuck that in. All right, so we're 1 under through 2. Here we go. Moving up the leaderboard. There's not a lot of guys that have played this week's event because it just came out. So we are already, I think, in the top 5 with that at 1 under. That'll change though. More guys will play. Okay, 401. Have you gone in and gotten fitted for anything shaft-wise? Or seen anybody about what you should get, or going with something more standard on the iron and driver shafts? I guess the Costco shaft, you probably just have stiffer or regular flex for options. All right, we'll go right there. Yeah, I'll try right there. Okay, 284. Well, that's where I'm aiming. 401's the whole driver here. Yeah, it felt like that. Just off the toe. Get to the other fairway. Something lucky. That's not lucky. This is where this course could get tough. What are the trees going to do to it? Okay. Wasn't what we wanted to do, but what do we have for options? Go over there. Nothing. We go there, not much. Let's see. Sorry for stalling out here, guys. I don't have a lot of options. I can punch. I think I'm just gonna take my chances on this. Stay aggressive. 169. 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I'm just gonna hit an 8-iron up in the trees and see how lucky or unlucky we can get. Maybe we can blast one through here. 90% air, Sean. You were saying the other night. We're gonna try this theory. I don't think it touched anything. It didn't touch anything. Well, yeah, it did. Maybe one leaf. No, just the rough took off for it. I hit it 152 with a 9-iron. It went 143. Yeah, 90% air. That's kind of silly. Like that was total jail. Yeah, email me at my Stuart. Email me at my YouTube email address. Should be on the site, or it's trpl.bgy@gmail.com, and we'll get connected that way. $36 yards. Okay, let's recover on this one here. 36 yards. Release. Good out. That was all your advice, Sean. Honestly, I just need a caddy to tell me to not worry about it and swing through the... These are just 18-hole events too, so it's like when you see leaders at 5 under, you kind of got to just go for it, you know. Unless it's completely unreasonable. I mean, it's like 12 feet 8. I got left edge here. Get in there. There we go. That's scraping a par out if we've ever done it. So yeah, I hope so too. The PGA Show usually does. There's some announcements they make and then they don't come out. There's announcements like on the Repsol. I got the MLM2 Pro. Like with Titleist RPT balls that they announced at last PGA Show that still aren't out. But I do get excited about all that stuff though. All right, 4, 5, 6, 7-iron in here, I think. A little wind helping, 179. What green look like? It's kind of up on the mound back there. How do you find Joe's events? Okay, so if you go to SGT, the simulatorgolftour.com, and go to leagues, Joe Lagowski Golf League is on there, and you can join it. You do have to have an upgraded SGT membership to join the league, but then he schedules an event every week. And he's actually paying out, there's been sponsored a prize to the winner of his league's, the league long of points race. I think they get a golf course designed for them by somebody that makes courses for GSPro. So, pretty cool league. And then you get all the people that are kind of in that community too. Playing against each other and having some fun. So, all right, 179, par 3. I got 7 right here. Ah, the face wide open. No idea why it took a year. Don't know what to do for your putting flooring. I mean, the DIY way I did it isn't very hard. And the savings for it, I mean, it's significant. If you can buy like the SIG flooring or like the snap together flooring, and that stuff works great, but it's whether or not you're worried about the savings of it. Jaybird, yeah, no idea why it took a year to print the dots on the balls. I don't know. I've anticipated it because I don't play the Chrome Softs, and I'd love to know what the actual Pro V1's flight data or ball data actually is for me. Okay, 24 yards. Sit a little. Making it hard on myself. Thought I hit that good. Came out a little hot. But I go through, I don't know, it's probably my 5th box of RPT balls this last year. And if I don't like designate certain balls for driver only and certain ones for wedges, I go through them way quicker than that even. The wedges just tear them up. I don't think this putt moves. I don't think so. All right, we can make this. Scrounge out another par. 24 feet. Nope. Broke a little right at the end. I pushed it 1 degree, so that makes sense. All right, 7 feet. There we go. Pro TVX. That is a very attractive, kind of intriguing piece of equipment, Pro TVX. I like that you don't got ball dots. I like that it does club data. The replay on it looks awesome. So that's one I could definitely see myself getting into. Like you say, Unicore, the IXO2 would be awesome. But I just haven't made a decision yet on what I want to do with that there. I do have a couple of, I've got some of the more budget-friendly monitors already coming, just to test out and put side by side with the Rapsodo and just see how they are. They were pretty cheap and reasonably priced, so I figured why not just give them a shot or give them a test. Okay, 285. I should probably move left side of the tee box here. Yeah, I'm going to test the square. So I've got that one coming. I've got a friend of mine has a Garmin, and I'm just out of curiosity, I'm probably going to set that up and play around with it. Just the R10. Nothing that I'm going to be, take serious or using in place of what I have now. And then I've got a Mevo Plus also, and I just helping some people out with connecting those, and I really want to just set each of them up so that I can be a little bit better help for them. I don't know that I'll do a lot of videos or anything like that with them, but haven't decided what I'm going to get for my more permanent launch monitor yet. That was bad. It didn't read it. That would have been down the left side hooking. All right, we get a redo. Sometimes we hate our MLM2 Pro, and other times we are thankful it didn't read it. But for the most part, it works pretty good. There we go. That's hit pretty good. Stay there. The balance mat would be awesome. I'd love to see where my weight is because I'm all over the place sometimes. If I could stay a little more quiet on the feet, would probably help me out, and the balance mat would tell you a lot. All right, let's see here, 234. We will hit hybrid, I think. I think we're closer to sea level than I normally am, so. Being in Japan. A little cut over there, maybe. All right, hybrid, here we go. More cut than I wanted. Just stay out of the bunker, please. Or go right in it. That's all right. Plenty of green here. Had trouble with your Mevo? Short chips and putts. Yeah. That's what a lot of guys say. And then even then, I guess it's somewhat hard to use with putting, if at all, on the Mevo Plus. A lot of guys I've tried to help have had trouble with all of that. Let's see here. 33 uphill, 7. Try to hit this like it's 35 maybe. Or 43. Go. Ended up being good, but Faraday caves, block the, frequency waves. I think the Garmin's got some issues, not issues, but it's where projector interference was a thing. But a lot of guys want help from me or talk to me or get a hold of me trying to get webcam putting set up with those devices. And so even just having one around to get it set up would kind of be nice. All right, 6'7". No, we gotta make those. That's a tough par. Bummer. TrackMan budget friendly. I don't know if TrackMan goes along with budget friendly, unfortunately, but they did make that overhead unit, which I think helps with indoor sim spaces because their original unit sits so far back that you just need a lot of room in the sim for it. All right, we got to make some birdies if we're going to catch these guys. I thought I had that red really well. Hit a pretty good putt. Okay. 320 to there. All right. Cut more, I guess. Get out of there. A lot of sand today. Launch was really low. Other than that, it wasn't bad. All right. 57. Sean, are you a member of the SGT already? $56 uphill. I don't think it takes a lot off of them when you're uphill out of the sand. I don't think I hit that hard enough. Go. I did not. Boy, that took a lot off of it. Okay. 22. If I putt this, it's 3 feet uphill. 66, that's like 100 feet. Let's just chip it. 22. Go in. Come on. Just went to premium, so you can join leagues, right? On the premium. They flight the tournaments are all flighted, so even if you're not up there with the highest handicaps, they'll put you in your own flight where you can kind of compete against other people with similar handicaps once you get going. So you can still be a gross winner, or gross flighted winner. All right, 177 downhill wind in. 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't need a tee here, I guess. What do we, hole 7? We gotta get some birdies here. That's one thing that's tough too, is like with these 18-hole tournaments, the urgency gets so high. It's like every hole you feel like you got to make a birdie, and if you don't, you get disappointed by it. All right, I got 7-iron here. Face open again. I keep doing that. So the update, I don't know if it's in stable yet. I don't think so. Right now it's this is beta, so I'm playing GSPro on the beta. And so like the only thing with the beta is it could be unstable, or you could have some sort of error, or you could have a ghost shot, it could force quit. I don't know. They just caution you if you're on the beta, but all the new features are already out on the beta if you just choose to select the beta when you turn it on. So this is the new beta. I like it. I mean, I love the new leaderboards, but I've had no issues either, Sean, on the beta. Downhill 3 inches. 36 feet. I don't think this is enough. I think it goes too much at the beginning. Okay, here we go. Come on. I had enough. Sit. I do have ceiling outlets. My cable management is insane. I want to do a video on it. But it's like overwhelming to even think about it sometimes, how much I have for cable management and cables and screens hooked up in here. I have 3 screens in front of me, and I have 1 behind for people when they're sitting on this couch. They have view over there. And then I've obviously got my computer with 4 screens, and then I have 2 projectors. So there's a lot going on with cables. 5'7". All right, pars aren't going to do it, but they aren't going to hurt us. Okay, par 5. But yeah, I've got 2 ceiling outlets for the projectors. And then I've got an outlet almost every, I have an outlet like every 3 feet all the way around the room. I put a ton in here. I've got 3 separate circuits in the room. And then where I ran Ethernet, and then I ran Ethernet switches so that everything was as much as I could wire, I wired. Like hard cable, you know, Ethernet wired versus having it be wireless or Wi-Fi connected. I wired as much as I could. So I've got a couple of, I got one. I've got one 10-port switch, and then everything's wired off of that. Even the Wi-Fi hub that's in here comes off of a switch that comes direct from the fiber. I think cables are one of the most overlooked things. When you get in here and then you try to start running everything after you've built it, it's like, oh crap, I didn't think of that. All right, here we go. That felt so good. Go. All right. Finally a good drive. Not driven the ball well lately. I need more of those. Okay, 229. 229. I'm gonna hit an easy hybrid. Yeah, and then I ran a bunch of like HDMI splitters. So I've got HDMI splitters that mirror certain inputs to all of the screens. And then I've got HDMI switchers. So I've got a switcher that might have 4 inputs on it. So I've got 4 different sources coming into that switcher. And it goes out into a mirror. And that mirrors to all of like input number 2 on every device. And so if I want to put maybe Fire TV on all the devices, I can switch to that input, and that runs to that mirror that goes out. Or if I want to put the second screen for one of the computers on 4 screens, I use the HDMI mirror to do that. So I can basically get, you know, the gameplay on every screen with just clicking one button on a HDMI switcher. So yeah, I mirror a lot of those devices that come out of the PC. So I'm only outputting one feed of that display, but using the HDMI splitters and mirrors, I can get them to all the devices in the room. It's awesome for when you're like watching sports, or if I even have a TV on the outside wall of my sim room that's in my garage. So if you're out in the garage, you can select if that TV that's out in the garage shows what's going on in the sim, or if it just plays what's going on the TV. It's a lot. I have a lot of cables. My setup is probably like way too complicated for what most people care about as far as the TVs go, but it's an awesome experience though. All right, 232. Let's hit a good one here. Oh, and I didn't just work out. Yeah. That'll work out. No eagle here, but we can chip it in. Left 40. No, I mean, so that's the whole point of the HDMI switcher. So my graphics card is just outputting one HDMI signal. So it's outputting like, you know, the video of the game. And then the HDMI splitter is like a little box takes that input and mirrors it 5 other times to all the other screens. So it's no extra load on the computer. Whereas if I had the computer mirroring itself on all these displays, then yeah, it would bog the computer down. But when you output it into like a separate device that then mirrors it, it's just repeating the signal. So it's really no extra draw on the PC, which is why I do it that way. All right, 43. Could be good. Go. Get in there. Stop. There we go. Still scrounged out a birdie. I did all of, well, allegedly I did it all myself. So for me it's not that hard. I learned a lot of that stuff. But yeah, no, I ran all the new circuits out to this room myself. From my main breaker, I just ran a new breaker in the garage, and then off of that breaker, I ran 3 new circuits. And I found videos on YouTube how to do it. It sounds like impossible to do, but it's really, and you maybe already know this, it's really not that difficult. You just gotta kind of research it and look it up. But a lot of places, you gotta hire an electrician, like for code and other reasons, permitting. So. Well, I can, and I can do it right now. You won't see how it looks because what it does is, you know, kind of like when you hold your phone into the sun, everything in like the near becomes really dark because it's like adjusting to make that not so bright. That's really what happens. So what you'll see is this camera will try to adjust to the light, and I'll become super dark, and the only thing that you'll see is my screen because it's so bright. It's 6,000 lumens. So I don't know if I can really give you a good view of what the screen looks like without. If I were to turn, here, I'll do it right now. If I turn it off, you're gonna think it looks dull and dim. It is so bright that I can have the garage door open and all the lights on and you can see it. So here, I'll shut this off for a second. So that looks washed out and dark just because of the way the camera back there is set. Like I have that camera set on a high brightness, but it's adjusting. Like as I get closer, it's trying to make me bright. Now it's really whitening and brightening that screen, but it doesn't do it any justice. Like the display I have in here is incredible. It's 6,000 lumens. The only thing it's not is it's not 4K. But if I were to like turn the lights off in here, or even just one light, it's just going to make it wash out even more because it's just such a bright fixture, kind of like the sun. So I don't really know how to show it on screen and do it justice, but it's trying to adjust itself. It's just not leveling itself with the flooring in front, if that makes any sense. But no, I mean, this projector I would recommend to anyone. It's 6,000 lumens and it's 3 LCDs, the Epson style. And if you have impact cameras ever, that 3 LCD technology is awesome because you don't get the flickering or the scanning down the screen when you're viewing it on an impact replay or on a high-speed camera replay. But great question. I gotta like put out like a public notice about that because I get some people that don't realize or can't tell, or I'm not trying to trick anyone that's not actually the visual they're seeing, but I just do it for viewers. Okay, let's see here. No real trouble down there that I can reach. Cart path. Keep going. Give me an alley. That's the left I've been having lately. 90% air, Sean. 90% air. Projector am I using? I've got an Epson L630 SU. You know what to do. Yeah, that's right. 107. I am going to do it, Sean. I'm just going to hit as if it weren't there, and if it hits it, it's going to end up a little short, I think. Sand wedge. It hit them, but yeah, it's just going to put me in the fairway. It's like chipping out. But I don't know, if you want something if you want a projector you can play like with bright ambient light, which that became my preference over time. At the beginning I felt like it was fine to have the room dark, but as I had people over, especially like my dad doesn't see we wanted more light in the room. I want to be able to have like a projector where I could turn all the lights on, or this window that goes into my garage when the garage door was open and I had west sun. I didn't want to drown it out. It just kind of stunk when it would drown all the way out and we were playing and you couldn't even tell what the image was. So I had a 2000 lumen projector, then I had a 4000. This one's 6000 and it's awesome. The TK7 or STI, yeah. I mean, there's a big difference between the two as far as brightness goes, but if brightness isn't an issue and you have a dimmer room, that projector is awesome, especially for the price point. That's why I got it originally. All right, 37. I feel like I hit that 40. Oh, 36. Going. Oh, come on. That would have been sweet. Oh, shit. That would have been awesome. One hop it in. And then I get one of these sneaky things. It's like, gosh, how much does this break? Depends on how hard I hit it, I guess. 6'4". All right, there we go. Woo! In the trees to there. I do have a projector video that I've been working on where I show the difference between my old 2 projectors. I just haven't finished it yet. I've been so busy these last few weeks with kids sports and then Halloween, and I got a buddy getting married this week, so I haven't finished putting it together, but I am putting one out about this projector and trying to show it in a more like the way you see it kind of light. This camera doesn't do it justice because the way it balances light, it's hard to tell. But I'll have something coming out soon on that. 9 iron enough? The way I've been hitting it. I feel like this is not a pin I should go after. But then what fun would that be? Okay, 147, 9 iron. Short and left. Yeah. Go. That's what it felt like. Oh, look at that hill. It's kind of gnarly. Eight-degree right on the slope here. I'm not a fan of this. Okay, 16. Go. Ah, I feel like I got lucky there. All right, 11, hole 11. So we got 8 holes left. I need 4 birdies if I want to get up there. Not going to be easy. Sean, good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping. We'll see you next time. It'll be next week. I'm at a wedding all weekend. So it'll be next week, Monday. I'll be back on. I'm gonna go there. Gonna be just fine there, I suppose. Oh, I just can't hit a fairway. All right, 110. That is pretty sweet. I do think, as awesome as that is, the quick setup, if it's at the expense of any other features, or you know what I mean, like if they're putting that into the cost or the value of it, they aren't too terribly difficult to set up on your own. So like it is a cool feature, but most of the new ones, as long as it's not putting extra dollars on the unit, I'm cool with it. But it is pretty slick. 110. Should be an easy gap wedge. Maybe even a sand wedge. We'll try this. Get up a little. There we go. All right, come on now. Whoa. What just happened there? All right, 8'1", uphill 1. Right edge, or right center, I got this. All right, 2 under. 2 under, we need 3 more to catch the leaders. Bob Felch, Little Mikey at 5 under. I think it's doable. We gotta make some more putts though. This is a tight little drive. All right. Go there. Hole 12. Come on. Yeah. So bad it's okay. Starting to wonder if I got fit for the right driver. I've been struggling so much with it lately. Iron play saves me right now. 183, I got a great angle. I guess that's the good way to look at this. 183, 6 iron. Of course, that aimer starts so far back. Yeah, we'll go there. 183, 6 iron. All right, come on. Same as the dry, as the face open. Just short game's gonna have to save me again. Okay. I will say, since the update for the MLM2 Pro, just like everybody's been saying online, the chipping is better. It has changed. All right, 21. Get in there. Yes. Can hit 3 bad shots and still, or 2 bad shots and still make a par. Yeah, the ceiling outlets are a must. You gotta have at least one, I would say, but I've got one on the wall. Actually, I have 3. I have one on the far wall that I put in case I ever wanted like a radiant heater, because I was told that those heaters need their own circuit. They need to be the only thing on their circuit, and they've got to have a whatever, a GFCI. So there's one there that I just don't use that would be in case I ever wanted to put a electric heat out here, which I thought I might need, but it turns out I haven't needed it at all. And then I've got 2 others up there, and those are just for projectors and AV equipment. And then I put a mini split in on this wall, and that gives me heat and cool all year round. And I didn't know if it'd give me enough heat here in the Midwest. Sometimes you hear that they don't give you enough heat when it gets really cold in the winter, but I never have an issue. All right, come on. Spin was so low, but that's going to work out great. All right, 41. Just above a ridge, it looks like. $41. Ever taken golf lessons? It's been a while, but yes, when I was younger. And they can be very, very helpful. I could use one. I could use a tune-up, especially on my driving right now. 41 yards. Come on. Oh, I didn't want to putt it. Okay. Did I read this at all or just kind of bang it in, I think? 5 feet 2. All right. 3 under. We need 2 more to catch these guys. This would be a good time to hit a good drive. Yeah, the swing trainer would be awesome. A lot of the new camera systems like show, I don't know, they like almost like AI body. I don't know if you'd call it like an evaluation or a, I guess I don't really know what to call it, but like they show you the AI, they show you like the body segments, and they almost give you like AI recommendations through it, which would be awesome if you knew what to do with it or knew how to practice to correct it anyways. All right, I'm gonna choke down on this thing, see if I can't control it a little bit more. It's just wild. All right, 278. Continues to be wild. We are going to fight that all the way around, I have a feeling. 248. I got to find a way out of here. This doesn't look like 90% air if Sean was still around. If I go this way. This pains me so much to be laying up like this. But I don't think I got a choice. We're going to go with a little bit of the 90% air theory and take an aggressive line and try to get it out there. Here goes nothing. I think it worked. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, 118. Yeah, I will definitely check that out. I've seen some I've seen shorts about it and seen some clips on it, and honestly, that's probably the number one thing that draws me towards Unicore is the camera, the balance system. Like, it just seems like they got a lot of cool tech that goes along, that ties in with their simulator. 3 feet above me, 118. That is not. This pin is tightly placed. All right, here we go. Gap wedge. Could be good. All right, we'll take that. Stay there. My ceilings are 12 feet, which is awesome. I'm lucky that I have that. Projector and webcam putting and all that's mounted at about 10 feet. All right, come on here. $18 uphill 5. I gotta use the mouse. What do you think it's gonna be? How about there? It'd be sweet to make this 18.5 uphill. It's at 24 feet. I didn't hit it hard enough. God darn it. That was bad. Raise the ceiling a lot. How would you say your ceiling is? 9? I mean, yeah, if you can get it raised, or even just get it raised in certain areas, it can help. Yeah, 9. I mean, so you're right on the edge. 9 is probably enough to, it's definitely enough to swing, I think. All right, 37, 337. 4 holes to go. We're 2 shots down from the leaders. We need to get hot to finish. Catch little Mikey and all right, let's see here. It would help if I could hit a fairway. I am not helping myself. I wish when you hit like the directional button to aim in GSPro. It started from where the club you selected finishes, not their like intermediate points that they predetermine. It's kind of annoying. All right, here we go. Come on. Stay right of it. Just give me a rough lie. Actually, good angle. I'll take it. That feels like the middle to me right now, Mikey. Because it's between the trees. Between the trees feels like middle at this point. All right, 68. So if we treat this like it's 70. 70. Get in there. Let's go. Let's go. 4 under. We're 1 back of the leaders. Free to play. Let's go. That was good. 4, 5, 6, 7, downhill 5. All right. This will be like a little baby 7-iron. As long as I don't leave the face. I've left the last. Every par 3 this round, I've left the face wide open. So let's try to get through it here. All right, 173. Downhill 5. Not going to be terrible. Base was a little open. Sit there. We can make that. Maybe. My grip's just getting a little off. Because that felt good. All right, left at the beginning. Then it doesn't go right until like the last 2 squares. I'm not going to move this. I think it's straight. All right, 22 feet. Smoked it. Sit down. Don't do that to me. Oh. Had like a hand explosion. All right, we're gonna make ourselves fight for this. This is a big putt now. How did that happen? All right, let's forget about it. 14-7. 14-7. That was a bad bogey. Ah! All right, well, we need 2 birdies now. Love it, Mikey. Hey, appreciate you checking in and watching, hanging out. Thanks for the chats. 2 holes to go. I got to make 2 birdies. Darn it. Or an eagle here. Maybe an eagle. Eagle will be great. Can't believe I just did that. Okay. Yeah, I can actually. 316, uphill 8. Come on. Good one. Ah! Damn thing. All right, we still got 79. Got a good lie in the bunker. Got 78 to the flag. birdie this. Come on. Go. Oh, man. Ah, it's on such a huge hill. Starting to feel like winning's slipping away. All right, breaking right. I really just need to try to get this the right distance, but let's try to make it. Why not? 50 feet uphill, 31 inches, so 81 feet. No. Whew, I thought it was coming back. All right, here we go. All right, 12 feet uphill 3, 15 feet. Oh, dragging my feet coming in. Okay, let's finish strong. One left. One left for this week's event. Really the same story as the last couple weeks. Just been, the last few events, just been driving the ball terribly. Don't know where it's going to go. Okay, 18th hole. Come on, rough, get thick. No, and it doesn't read club, so that's one of the reasons I want to switch to. I'd like to figure out where I am at impact with this driver, and what exactly it is. I think it's something to do with either the way I've got it set up on the head or just some ball position stuff. And I'm moving it around enough, not really trusting it, so it's not helping either. But outdoors, I seem to hit it just fine. I just am very uncomfortable with it in the sim right now, and have been for a little while. Okay, let's end strong. 88. Could be really good, as long as the rough didn't take too much off. There we go. Good shot to end on. All right, 5'4", finish this thing with a birdie. There we go. God darn it, 2 3-putts coming in. 3 under. Third place right now in JLG's event. Bob Felch, Little Mikey, good job, good playing this week. Looks like they are atop the leaderboard. Trying to figure out driver aim. Yeah, I've been struggling with it. Everything seems to just be my spin axis on it just seems extreme. I don't know, maybe it, I hate to blame the MLM2. I don't think it's actually it. I think it's more me swinging indoors, because I was actually trying to search like if the spin axis could be way off. And a while back, it's crazy how many videos I've got started but haven't finished. I tested a GC Hawk at our office. We have a Hawk, so I hooked up the MLM2 Pro and the GC Hawk. So then I was like, I wonder how I hit probably 50 drivers with both of the machines on. And so I went back and looked at that data, and I had some crazy spin axis that night too, some like duck hooks and some like 50 and -50, -60, -70 spin axis, which is like extreme. But the GC Hawk read it the same way. And so I think it's more something something to do with my swinging, way I'm swinging indoors. I don't know, it's just this feeling of like finishing down my target line, or what it is, something mental with it. But I'm still struggling off tee with the driver on aiming it, but you put almost any other club in my hand and I'm not afraid of it at all. I would say the biggest like improvement in the sim for me has been like that 150 yards and in, especially the 100 yards and in, like the half shot, 3/4 shot. I really have gotten a feel for those in the sim, and that's been huge. But let's take a look here and see. So 68, 3 under. And if we go to, what, a Chrome tab maybe? simgolftour.com. We can go into JLG's league and see where we're at. I don't think very many people have played this week's event yet. So there we are, 3 under. There's that scorecard. That's kind of the high. I mean, that's really the highlight of the round right there. 2 total fairways. Hard to score when you do that. But really, 3-putt, 3-putt. Take those away, I'm tied for the lead. But that's how golf goes. Take some of these up and downs away, and I wouldn't even be close. So I'm excited to get some other launch monitors in here and test them out and just see if there's a huge difference with driver. I don't think there will be. I think it's more just how I'm setting up. I did tweak with some stance and club head settings and then practice with the driver, and I got to the point where I was hitting like 10, 15 shots in a row that were beautiful. And then I get into a round and don't commit to it, you know. So I think it's just more something mental or more something in the head, Mark. Not necessarily something with the MLM2 Pro. But all right, well, happy Halloween, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna end this one tonight. Heading off for the weekend. I'll be back Monday night, and next week I got a couple of videos coming out. So appreciate every one of you, and we will see you next time. Thanks, guys. Have a good night, Razor. See you, D. Stewart. Appreciate ya. Mark, Mikey, Jay. Thanks, guys.